This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and welcome to the Release 1.25 release meeting. Today, we are at week 13, Monday, 15th August, and we are only 1.5 weeks away from the final release date. Hope everyone enjoyed the release progress so far. And as usual, this meeting is under the CNCF Code of Conduct, so which could be summarized to please just be nice and respectful to each other. And I have pasted the meeting notes into the chat room, so please feel free to register your attendance there. And let's go to the open discussion. Seems like we don't have any open discussion opening today, and we'll directly go to the team updates. First, enhancements. Priyanka, if you are here, or anyone from the enhancement team. If no, I'll suppose enhancement team status will be
Hello.
same.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can.
hi,
Uh,
hi.
Hi. Atharva here. Just giving an update. There are no new updates for announcements, and the status is green. Yeah.
Cool, thank you so much for showing here and give us the update. Any questions for enhancement team? If no, let's move to CI signal. Anyone from CI signal or Arch if you're here? If no, thanks. I saw Leo is typing, and I also checked the report.
I'm just looking at the test grid. Currently, there's no blocking or no failing on master blocking, and one failing on mass informing. So
Yeah, that failing in master informer is also confirmed as non-blocker for the release, and which will be fixed later. So I'll mark it as green. Thank you for your update. Anyone have questions for CI signal? Thank you, Leo, and thanks everyone. And let's move to bug triage.
Yeah. Hello,
Siba,
everyone.
if you're here, hi.
Yeah. Hi. First of all, I wanted to thank my team for covering my my absence due to vacation. So thank you so much for all the shadows in bug triage. Next, the current status is yellow, and this is because we have a couple of PRs for test failing, and I'd like to discuss, there is no blocking issues label on these BR so far, but I started to reach out to the SIG leads to ask if this will consider as blocking issue or not. And while discussing this this morning with Legit, he mentioned that there is no, nothing, confirmed that the blocking issue will be only the, the PRs and issue with the label blocking. So this is a little bit confusing for me because, this is what I was, supposed to looking for. Otherwise, I will just remove the issue and the PR from the milestone. I'm not considering the milestone as, this is a blocking issue. We need to have this in the milestone. So can we have this agreement or, can we update what is the process for, define the PR or the issue as a blocking issue or the blocking the release?
Yeah, I think currently I reviewed the opening issue and the PRs. Seems like a lot of them is not targeting in this release and which mark the current milestone. I guess those are safe to be removed. And for the blocking issue, I guess, yeah, as you said, sometimes maybe it's not marked in the current milestone, but I'm sure any major release blocker issue or will be discussed over Slack as well. So that might be worth looking. And also, I think currently, especially when after past the code phrase, if we want to have a fix into the KK repo for blocking issue, it has to tag it as the current milestone. Otherwise, if it's just a dependency out tree or something, we sometimes maybe, I guess, forgot to tag the milestone or something. Okay. But it might be the release blocker, and I guess that will add some extra work for the bug triage to monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Other than that, no blockers. I will keep tracking the issues and PRs, making sure to communicate with the leads and the author more frequently. But I'd love if we can have, like just like a common agreement between all of us, if like we need to highlight it as a Flutter issue, or just like reach out to leads. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe we can use like last 5 or 10 minutes of this meeting just to review the open PRO like issues together, which labeled in the current milestone, and remove the ones who didn't need it. Do you think that will make sense?
Yeah, that would make sense. But I believe maybe next meeting, because I already reached out to all the leads and all the author. So I will make sure to clean it up, and we can discuss next meeting if it's possible.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So any questions for bug triage before we move forward? Thank you. Let's move to dogs. Didi, I hope I pronounced it right.
Yes, you did. Hi, everyone. So our current status is red. That's because we have about 27 KIPs that have still not been merged out of the 40 we're currently tracking. But the 6 doc team and the release team are also actively reviewing this PR. So hopefully before the end of the week, we should have better number. As you can see, we have one PR that we've still not, one KIP that we've still not received a PR for. So the docs lead has reached out to this person via the GitHub issue and also via Slack as well. But we've not received any feedback from the person. So we're still hoping that we get that, but I don't know what the best route would be, if it's to remove it from the release or something. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, that's updates we have for now.
Thank you. And I also saw like regarding with this cap, the author of this cap raised the placeholder PR for feature block as well. So maybe it's worth mentioning in the feature block PR, might raise their attentions there. Because like I believe as long as they got the feature like blog ready, it should be super easy for them to add the formal documentation into Kubernetes documentation website.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Thank you. And I also tried to ping the author over Slack. I didn't get any response, and we'll see if like the author could be notified in the next couple of days, maybe. So thank you so much for the update. Any questions for docs team?
Yeah, I guess this is an obvious question, but I don't see it in the sheet. Do you have reviewers lined up for these 27 that are ready for review?
Yeah, like I mentioned, more a combination of both. So we have for a majority of them, if not all. So we'll continue to keep like following up because the deadline is almost here. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know if you need any more typing fingers. I don't know. I was going to say hands, but it's not hands. It's if you need any more messages on Slack, or if any of us, you need us to ping people, just holler if you need help.
All right.
Yeah, I'm volunteering to review as well. The docs merge, but docs complete deadlines tomorrow, end of day tomorrow. So I will make sure to do a review for this 27. I believe it's a little bit lower now. I did see a few merge this morning.
Yeah. No, I actually checked this few seconds before the meeting. So this should be the appropriate number. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw at least like all the PR open is ready to review. So hopefully we could catch the deadline tomorrow. And thank you for the offering, and thank you docs team for the update. Any more questions? Cool, let's move to release notes. Carlos or anyone from release notes team?
Hi, my name is Senthil. I'm covering for Carlos. So for release notes, it's green, and then a PR for the major themes is opened, and it's under review. So our team and the release notes team has reviewed it, and it's waiting for the release lead to review and merge. That's it.
Yeah, thank you so much. I have pre-reviewed the major sim before the PR opened, and I think I'll take a second look on it like later after this meeting. Thank you so much for mentioning that. And anyone, any questions for release notes team? And thank you for handling the release notes PR. let's move to comms team.
Yes. Hello. Yes, I'm here. Hello. So our status continues to be green. We have the release block draft PR up and being reviewed and up with a request for additional comments there. We have the feature block schedule already defined and assigned to all the individual channels for follow-up. With individual authors being tracked in terms of the planned dates. We do have one specific blog that is not 100% there because there was a personal tragedy in the part of the responsible there, but we are on top of it, and we don't think that is enough to change the status from green. So that's it from comms.
Cool. Thank you so much. Any questions for comms team? I'll make sure I'll work with Kat like on the release block draft PR. Thank you so much for reading that.
My pleasure.
And thank you. Let's move to release branch management. Anyone from release branch management team here? If no, let's move to the EA. Ray.
Hey folks, so it's the last full week of the release. So they're just a reminder. I know Cece's going to talk about the upcoming deadlines and milestones in the release lead section, but just want to say thank you very much for for all your efforts. This last week tends to be really busy as well. And then the release is scheduled for a week from Tuesday. So yeah, just feel free to ping me if you need any help as well. Yeah, if you need, just reach out, and I am available this week. That's it for me.
Thank you so much. And yes, I'm going to talk about the major milestones this week. And this is, as we said, the last full week of the release. And the current release date is still scheduled next week, 23rd of August. And this week, like especially tomorrow, we have like several deadlines, including the major themes, docs, feature blocks, ready to review. And also we should be expecting the RC1 card, which is the last release candidate card before the formal release. And also on Thursday, we will expecting the release notes complete after the last RC card. And seems like a busy week. Thank you everyone for the help and effort for making it happen. And also the release theme update. I'm sorry, I kind of delayed on this, but I want to share the release theme with inside the release team for sure before it's being published. And I started sharing it since last week's meeting, but I know not everyone joined every single meeting, so I'll keep sharing it in the following meetings as well. So our current release theme was settled as combiner. So the initial idea, it comes from the transformers, of course. And I hope like we can use this release theme to honor the collaboration and open spirit of the community. Together, it also can refer like Kubernetes are like joint force from not only like multi-components, but also like hundreds, thousands of contributors together, especially for the release team. Like without any of you, like the release process will not as smooth as it is now. So thank you so much for everyone's effort. Yeah, and I'm still working on the logo. It was running into some unexpected issues last week. So I hope it would be ready and it can be shared with all of you within this week. Thank you so much. And we don't have the, before I move forward, any questions? If no, I don't see any updates from SIG scalability, and I don't think we use War Project Board now. So I guess we can call it a meeting. Any questions before I end the recording and sharing? If no, I'll go ahead and end the recording. Thank you, everyone.